Hey guys, so I've been having kind of a rough week, and I just wanted to tell you guys a bit about everything that's been leading up to this. So if you're not ready for a kind of more serious video, then I would advise clicking off. But this is a really big life update for me right now. If you've been keeping up with me, you would know that I've been preparing for something called student teaching. That's because I am trying to become a music teacher, or at least I was trying to become a music teacher for quite a long time, for years now at this point. And to get a teaching credential in California, it's a multi-year long process where you have to take all sorts of classes and meet with different teachers and observe and the whole nine. You'll write like dozens of lesson plans and attend all these workshops. Pay thousands of dollars to the university. It's like a university program, and it all culminates in a semester of student teaching where I have to go in 25 hours a week and teach music alongside a band director in a high school and a middle school. Well, I started that this week, and I gotta say it was the most dismal, painful, and just hard experience for me. I want to be really clear. The actual band directors and students and the school itself, there's nothing wrong with those things. In fact, I grew up in a band in school. I played clarinet ever since third grade, and I played percussion as I got older. Went to all sorts of music camps, and I met some of my best friends and closest people that I know, and real people that have inspired me and mentored me throughout my life. I've met through educational music programs, bands and orchestras and things like that. And indeed, even going into college, I decided to go ahead and get a music degree because that's where all my friends were and that's where my heart was at. It was just easy to me, to study music theory and to look at jazz history and stuff like that. It was all quite fun. Um, but as time went on, I realized that I wasn't really doing it for myself. I was doing it to, have some solidified career path in life, to have financial security. And for something that's as close to my heart as playing music is, it's something that I've grown to sort of beat myself up with over the years. It's, oh, you should practice more, or you should be doing this to become a better music teacher. You should be getting more students. You should be, or in this case with my credential, I should be learning more instruments, right? If you want to be a band director, you got to know like flute, sax, trumpet, trombone, all the brass, string instruments, percussion, and all of everything. So, and I have been doing nothing, You know what I do? You guys see what I do. I play Spyro all day. That's where my heart's at. So, when I went into these schools this semester, this last week, I realized I was like, okay, like, I can get through this, but where's my heart at? If I want to do this well, I see the work that these directors put in hours after school doing parent teacher conferences, after school rehearsals, consulting with students, organizing all sorts of paperwork and emails with the administration just to get like a crumb of funding and, different like access to instruments and various resources. And it's just like, you need to go so above and beyond to be a good band teacher, a good band teacher. And what I'm realizing as in this first week is I'm on the track to become a fucking just barely passable band teacher. And that's not what I want. I want to be, if I'm going to be a band teacher, I'm going to be a good one, And right now, that requires all of my mental thought. And I was thinking, okay, you know what? Hey, we'll just put streaming on the side. We'll put these YouTube videos on the side. It's fine. Well, it's not fine because this is like my whole life. This is what I've been doing for the past 8 years, and it's something that's really begun to take off a little bit for me, and it's at least something that I can make a living out of. And to have to put all of that aside just to pursue something that I'm not really fully, my heart isn't fully into, that shit really hurt for me. And I want to take a step back and say I'm so thankful that I'm not in a position where I have to support a wife or a kid, or I'm living in my family's house, and of course I help out with rent and money and all that, but the amount of expenses, I don't have to go out and get like some, put money on the table like that crazy. I do have to hold up some financial responsibility, but that's more than enough being held up by what I'm doing already on Twitch and YouTube. So I I just take a step back and I think like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I doing this teaching credential, putting myself through all this, just making myself hate music already more than I've done to myself over the past decade of doing it in school. You know, if any of you guys have taken a band class in school, you'll know that it's not always, it's very rarely, like all, roses and fun. It's a lot of being told that you're not practicing enough, that you're not doing this enough, or that, if you want to be on the level of the other people in the band, you need to practice more. Or, God forbid, you're on the other side of that, and you did practice, and then the rest of the band isn't on your same wavelength. Or, you're friends with people, and you don't want to like be mean about stuff, and you let stuff go, and there's a lot of social dynamics at play, especially when you cage everyone up in a damn school, with fences all around, and they have to be there. What kind of music are you gonna make if you're fucking coming in like with no sleep, like, yeah, whatever, Mr. Blah blah blah, let's fucking, play the song, I guess, and half-ass it. The fuck kind of music is that? So, to be a good teacher, you have to bring out that love that you have for music in the kids. And right now, I can't even find that in myself. I love playing music and I love teaching music, and teaching is one thing I love to do, but I have to be honest with myself. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go into it. Maybe in a few years, when it's time to, maybe put down, maybe if I get tired of streaming, for example, and I want to move on to something else, maybe that'll be the time. Maybe if I get a wife or something like that, and a kid, or I don't fucking know, a dog. So, but it's just, I'm just not there right now. And the reason I'm making this video is not only to update you guys with where I've been and why I haven't really been posting much lately, but it's to let you guys know that I've decided to pull out of student teaching. I'm withdrawing from my college classes in the program. I'm taking an educational leave of absence, it's called, where I just completely withdraw from the university. And I've spent all day talking to all the teachers and advisors and everything about it. And I gotta say, this is, as silly as it sounds, this is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And, I am sacrificing security. I'm sacrificing a consistent job, if you want to look at it that way, or extra money, if you want to look at it that way. Or maybe you could look at it like, oh, you're being lazy, Deo. You could look at it like that. There's a lot of different ways to look at it, but what I've come to the conclusion of is you could either use this to get through life, or you could use this to get through life. And all of everything I've been doing in school was driven by this, and all the external, oh, you should do this, you should do that. Oh, yeah, I should do that. That'd be good financial security for me. But financial security is not happiness, and pleasing others at your own expense is not happiness. Right here, that's where Spyro is. That's where speedrunning is, and that's where streaming is. And even this video right now, it just feels so good for me to make for you guys. I haven't posted on this channel in over a week, and well, let's just say that now that I'm out of school and I'm back here, I want to do this full time, and I really am looking forward to just putting out more videos for you guys. So if you guys have been like listening, throughout this whole video, first of all, I just want to say thanks. I love you. Especially if you watch my stream, I especially love you. But even if you're just one of the YouTube homies just kicking back, watching the runs, I fucking love you too. I'm gonna be posting a lot more videos in the future, and I'm so happy that my time is freed up now that I can pursue my dreams, and it's all thanks to you. So I love you so much, and I just hope that this can relate to your situation. I know a lot of you guys watching are in probably that similar age group, like 20s to 30s, and you're doing a lot of soul searching as well. So, what they say is true. You have to follow your heart. And there are going to be times where your brain is at odds with your heart. And I just hit a really serious crossroads for myself right now, and I've cried a lot about it and had a few breakdowns, and I've come to the conclusion that this is what I want to do. So, not to get too serious about it, I mean, with that said, like, I'm fucking hyped, man. We're gonna keep grinding Spyro. It's great, but yeah, man, life is all about sacrifices, especially as you grow up, and as long as you make the decisions that you know are best for you, for, again, in here, not necessarily up here, then you're gonna be okay. And I think I'm gonna be okay too. And I just want to say I love you guys, and you're gonna be okay. That's the last thing I wanted to say, is you're gonna be okay if you're going through something similar in your life. I got a lot of stories from people on that sort of topic that's very similar to my story. Oh, I want to please my parents. I'm doing this science degree or whatever. If your situation sounds something similar to that, feel free to tell me about it. You know, like any sort of modem of, you know, that I can relate to you, it really goes a long way for me. And I feel like, you know, maybe we're not so different at the end of the day. So with that said, you're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And I'm really looking forward to the future, to streaming more, playing more Spyro. I've been learning Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Expect to maybe see a few speedruns of that. I've been doing some really wacky casual streams of that, just trying to get through the story. So there's a lot of shit going on. Oh, by the way, I got Speed News. I've been working on Speed News 3, but I have to redo it because there's been a lot more news that's come out recently since I started that video last week. So I might actually create a Patreon to post the old Speed News video on, because that one I put a lot of work into, but I do want to make a new one and post it here on YouTube. So especially now that I'm kind of going full time with my streaming and YouTube stuff, I'm thinking of starting a Patreon, but you know, just let me know what you guys think. You know, if you'd support that in the comments, you know, let me know. Or if you think I'm totally fucking sold out, let me know too. But or if you just are hanging out, just like drawing pictures of dicks in the comments, just let me know that too. But yeah, either way, I just wanted to give you guys this life update and let you know where I've been. As you could tell, I've been really simmering on a lot of these thoughts, and I just wanted to share them with you because, you know, because I love you. And I hope you love yourself. Like I said, you're going to be okay. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace and chuggers.